Alright, so let's look at what is available on Blackboard for the ERT207 programming course. Under information, the very first thing you're going to see here, the course outline. If you open that up, you should find this on every course you take, but this should be a listing of what you do in the course, the total number of hours available, any prerequisites. Of course, this has a prerequisite of ERT201, and then all of the skills you're supposed to be assessed on and be taught in this course, the course learning objectives all listed here, and the assessment level. So final exams worth 30, assignments worth 20, project 1, project 2, each worth 10% each, and test 1, test 2, each worth 15%. That's all the standard stuff from the course outline, all listed out there. Next thing down here is a guide of how you need to submit your assignments. We're going to go through this in another video here as well, but this is pretty detailed on exactly the step-by-step of how you need to submit your assignments. So basically, what needs to go in the header up here, how you take a screenshot, putting that into a Word document, so all your programs all in one Word document, zip everything up together and submit it on Blackboard. That is the proper way to submit your assignments, and I will go through how these are going to be marked as well. Next thing down here, the syllabus. Alright, so our course, very important here, Visual Studio 2019 Community Edition. You need to download this from the Microsoft site. It is completely free. It's pretty good, and you must have this for this course. That is going to be a requirement. You're going to have to figure out a way to get that, because that's how we're going to do everything. Assignments, tests, projects, everything's going to be done in that compiler, so you're going to need that. So figure out a way to get that done. This is a 6-week course. It's all going to be online. Online content going to be posted weekly. It's all going to be asynchronous, we say, so you can look at it whenever you like. We will be doing 2 one-hour live sessions per week, so that will be kind of like a drop-in type session where you can ask questions, ask to review things like that, just kind of a as much face-to-face contact as we're going to get. We'll be doing that twice a week. I believe I am looking at our regular scheduled class time. If we actually had class time, it would be Tuesday and Thursday. I think I'm looking at, maybe 10 to 11 or 11 to 12, both those days. We'll discuss that and see what people like. Maybe we'll do an evening one for one of those as well. Maybe like a daytime, one evening. So once a week or twice a week doing that. So because it is a 6-week course, this is regularly done as a 15-week course. We're doing it as a 6-week course. So it is going to come at you very, very fast. You cannot get behind because of that. So week number 1, the way that I lay out the weeks goes from 1 to 6. The way things are going to be labeled is basically week 1 through 15, because that's the way the course would normally run. So basically in week 1 we cover weeks 1 and 2. Week 2 we cover weeks 3 to 4. So this is kind of a table of how that works. This is your topics we're going to go through here. So basically we're covering an introduction, data types and operators, if statements, switch cases, while, for, loops and arrays, methods, classes and constructors, and event handlers, and then we do a review. So it's a lot of material in a very short amount of time. Don't get behind. The first 8 classes all have an assignment with them. So that's a programming assignment. And then after the 4th class, we have our first test, and we get our project released. The project is going to be due After this class here, that's when we also have our test number 2. So keep in mind that is the 8th class in, but that is only in the 4th week of the course. Okay, so that is basically the week of June 8th. Okay, and this entire course is done the week of June 22nd. All right, so everything is completed by then. To give you a detailed breakdown of the dates of everything, I will be following this schedule here. So this is all your assignments, tests, and projects, and when they are going to be due. So basically assignments are going to be due on Wednesdays and Fridays. They are going to be due at midnight on those days. Everything's submitted through Blackboard. There is no late. So when a due date comes up, you must submit it by that date. You cannot submit anything late. Assignments are all worth 2.5 points each. Test number 1 worth 15. Projects are worth 10. Test 2 is worth 15. And your final exam and second project worth 30 and 10. Those will be on the 25th and 26th of June. Okay, so refer back to this if you want to know when things are due, so you can plan. Okay, so that is the course syllabus. And then here is some things to help you out with installing Microsoft Visual Studio Community. Alright, so that is kind of the quick rundown on the information of what is on Blackboard there. And then for actual content, we get into each week. And each week we'll have the lecture PDF, which you are responsible for reviewing on your own. There will be the link to the submission guidelines again for the assignment, a place to submit the assignment, and then all of the content videos. So in this case here, this is basically a walkthrough of each of the programs for the assignment. There's 4 programs for assignment number 1. This basically shows you how to do each one of them with a little lesson that kind of goes along with them. Okay, so that is it for a start into this course.